Here's how the story goes. We find out by the treasure in the grand line. There's no doubt. The pirate whose eye is on it, he'll sing. I'll be king of the pirates. I'm gonna be king.
Hey guys, King of Charmanders here, and today I bring to you my top 5 tips for the Koro Puke Puke / Black Diablo Season 1 Climax event, with some Deviljho on the side. This video reveals my top tips for the upcoming event to close out Season 1. Koro Puke Puke and Black Diablos make their return as some of the most powerful subspecies monsters in the game with some of the best weapons and armor. Unfortunately, the event is only 5 days long. Alright, let's jump right into it. Tip number 1, decide which subspecies you're going to go after and learn their attack patterns. What I mean is Koro Puke Puke and Black Diablos, because unless you're a driving grinder or live in a high player area like Japan, Hong Kong, etc., it's not feasible to go after large numbers of Koro Puke Puke and Black Diablos, unless you have some kind of motor vehicle like I mentioned, etc. Koro Puke Puke will spawn in forests and swamps, and Black Diablos will spawn in deserts. So you have two different monsters in multiple biomes. Well, Koro Puke Puke will have multiple biomes, and Black Diablos will only have one biome. Unless you are used to hunting them, these two subspecies are the strongest in the game so far. So take a look at my attack patterns guide if you need help with their movesets. I will put at the end of this video both the Koro Puke Puke one and the Black Diablos. You're going to get the Super Soaker, or you're going to get the pissed off Diablos in heat because she's looking for a mate, and you just happen to be the collateral damage because she's trying to look for somebody to have babies with.
You will die for your actions! I've never felt this angry in my entire life!
Honestly, I do feel like it'd be like that every time you fight a Black Diablo. She's out there to literally kill you. And just like Boa Hancock, which is a warlord from One Piece, she's most likely going to kill you unless you are very overpowered or stacked or you know how to fight her. But in fighting Black Diablos, here's tip number 2. The best weapon in the game are some of the best armor. So the Black Diablos bow / Sarakoa Bender is currently the most powerful weapon in the game. Currently. We don't know if that's going to change for the next major update. The Koro Puke Puke helm is one of the strongest pieces of armor for melee users because it gives weakness exploit level 2 at grade 8 and a drift smelt slot along with lock on. So you get 2 very powerful pieces of equipment skills for 1. And the Koro Puke Puke coil is one of the most important pieces of armor for light bowgun users and heavy bowgun users in the future, assuming that heavy bowgun is also going to be affected by reload speed and recoil down, as it gives reload speed level 1 and recoil down level 1. This allows you to have only 3 pieces of equipment and max out recoil down and reload speed. So decide, do you want to go after Black Diablos weapons or do you need the Koro Puke Puke armor? You can do both, but time is limited. To put in perspective, in 7 days, well, this is 7 days with like 2 days off for me because I still was working on the weekdays, but in 7 days I killed 614 Black Diablos. I could probably kill the equivalent of that much or more in 5 days with the amount of time we have, because it's summer break for me, so I actually don't have work right now, so I could just kill Black Diablos all day if I wanted to, or Koro Puke Pukes. So that's driving grinding though, so try to measure out your maximum kill style of how many you're able to slay within a given time, and try to get as many materials as you can for what you need. Moving on to tip number 3, you have a few days to take advantage of this event. From your local time, which means your time. If it's 9 a.m. your time, this is what it means. At your local time, from Thursday, May 5th, 2024, 9 a.m. to Tuesday, June 11th, 2024 at 11:59 p.m. If you put that all together, this gives you about 6 days to grind this event, so plan accordingly. This may be the last time Black Diablos and Koro Puke Puke come back for a while. If I had to, say it, yeah, it's going to be a while before it did. For those of you that don't remember, Koro Puke Puke last came around when it first released during its boosted weekend, so it's going to take a while before it comes back again. So, at a bare minimum, try to get the helmet and the coil at grade 8 instead of the weapon if you are a melee or a light bowgun main. However, it's totally possible I'm wrong and we get an event like the Lucky Lunar New Year like Pink Rothian. Honestly, that event hit me left field because I was like, wait, what? So, yeah, it's totally possible they come back again and earlier, but yes. If I had to predict when these subspecies will return, will be during the 1-year anniversary of Monster Hunter Now update. So it's going to be a big event, and I'm guessing big event means we're going to see all of the subspecies out in the wild or something of that sort. But again, I could be totally wrong. It could come back sooner than we thought. But considering how long it took for Coral Puke to come back, as well as Black Diablos, because Black Diablos the last time was out here, I think it was, what, the 6th? It was another event, but I totally forgot about it. But it was a long time since Black Diablos last came. So yeah, take this into consideration that you might want to go hard for both of them now because they might not be coming back again in the near future. But wait, it's not just Black Diablos and Coral Puke. We're coming and seeing Deviljho. Tip number 4, don't forget about Joe, Deviljho. The Virtual Invader's final boss will be making an appearance in Huntathons. I remember someone commented and said that Deviljho might be in hats. You were right. I was wrong. I didn't think they would, but you know what they did? They're gonna come into hats, and it's very likely gonna be like Zinogre. I remember asking and saying for Niantic, I probably had some sort of effective way, and everybody else asking, can we get full hat lineup Zinogres? We're probably gonna get full hat lineup Deviljhos because Deviljho starts out at 5 stars. This is a great opportunity to forward/build your Deviljho weapons and armor, as they may be valuable when taking on Elder Dragons for the next major update. Deviljho will be much easier to fight since you are in groups, but beware of its massive size and enraged attacks. So again, you're going to be able to see them in hats, which means you could use hat matchmaking and take out Deviljho. But Deviljho is large, the Pickle is large, and the Pickle is really there to kill you and take all of your potions. So be very careful when you fight it, even though you have a bunch of help. Deviljho can possibly be an entire hat lineup, like I told you, like Zinogre, as they both start at 5 stars. You have 5 to 9 star Deviljho is very likely and probably may happen during this event. So for those of you looking for Deviljho and not having to go out and look for those volatile environments, etc., you can go ahead and take them out in hats. And last but not least, we have tip number 5. Prepare for the next major update. If the season pass ends on June 12th, then it's safe to assume that it's when the next major update will drop. The pattern usually been, okay, June 12th at 5 UTC time, something like that. I forgot, but yeah. Usually it's been done on a Wednesday, at least for America, and like Thursday, I guess, for the other side of the world. But yeah, I can only attest to Wednesday because, you know, Wednesday's in America, but it's usually on a Wednesday. So June 12th, next week, we can bet this is going to... What? The long-awaited Elder Dragons and Season 2 content will come. If you are building Black Diablos bow, that will likely still be a meta-relevant weapon come next update. So that's the only weapon I can predict where it's going to be like, oh my gosh, it's going to be absolutely amazing. Otherwise, start planning now. Save your refining parts and Wyvern gem shards and hold off on anything expensive. I will, like usually 2 or 3 weeks out, I start doing research on what to hold out. And I already have my weapons and armor that I need. Max them out, so I'm not going to spend anything until that update comes out. So definitely be very resourceful and predict ahead of time. So that just makes it a lot easier. I was also a supply specialist in the United States Air Force, so you know I kind of had to do this as my job for the first 5 years of my military career. But anyways, for the Black Diablos bow or any max weapon, it takes 30 Wyvern gem shards from 10.4 to 10.5. The damage difference isn't huge, so save those Wyvern gem shards for the next update unless you are maxing out Zinogre or Deviljho weapons, as they have their own Rarity 6 materials. So Elder Dragons will likely have their own Rarity 6 materials, so don't worry about that. But for your Wyvern gem shards, if something that needs your Wyvern gem shards is going to drop next update, you're going to want to save as many of them as possible. Like I mentioned, 10.4 to 10.5, not that much of a big deal, but if you're doing Zinogre or Deviljho, don't worry about that again because they have their own Rarity 6. Hopefully this video helps you plan for the Season 1 Climax event. Remember, you have a limited amount of time, and as you see on this right here, Coral Puke and Black Diablos have a lot of HP, so, well, from 8 to 9 stars. But other than that, yeah, roast them all, get those materials, etc. And Deviljho is going to be in hats, so you're going to just group slay it anyway, so you don't have to worry about that too much. Let's hope there's a lot of good things in store for the next major update. Like I mentioned before, save your materials just in case for the next update, and I'm definitely saving mine, but I hope y'all are excited because there's definitely a lot of things to come, and I can't wait. Please do me a huge favor, like, subscribe, and comment for the YouTube algorithm. Good luck on your week when these 2 monsters and Deviljho do come out. I wish you the best of luck in your drops, all the Rarity 6s in the world, and your Drift Smelt slots are going great. Good luck on your grinds, and I will see y'all on the next video.